I love building LEGO Star Wars creations, and in this video I'll be making my own 3 unique first order creations in LEGO within 6 minutes, 60 minutes and 6 hours. For a 6 minutes build I decided to make simple scene of few pilots taking short break on the first order Star Destroyer. I started with making curved wall with characteristic light pattern, then I completed the rest of it with smaller details. I finished off the floor and put some containers and minifigures. I'm happy with this little but compact build, especially with minifigure placement. For the 60 minutes creation I'll be building first order outpost with control point, where citizens must present their documents to enter the sector. I started with selection of the minifigures I intend to use to better plan the look of this build. That's when I realized that I overestimated the size to the time I had, so I shrinked 1/3 of the base. Next I work on the outpost and control point itself by creating the design of the structure and implementing various textures. Then I decided to make small collection of various items and I created entirety of the terrain with added bits of grey walkway. Later I completed the outpost by adding first order logo, communication device and external cooling system. I only needed to finish grey fence, which turned out to be a very complicated challenge, and due to this I needed extra 5 minutes, but I think it was worth it. I really like this build. It was fun to be able to present all kinds of minifigures, and I'm especially happy with the outpost, which I can easily imagine to be a control point somewhere in the galaxy during the reign of the First Order. For a 6 hours creation I decided to make a scene of the First Order raid on the village in the Outer Rim, where resistance forces had located their small outpost. After finishing main layout, rocks and wall structures, I work on the rocky terrain with addition of bits of snow. I also prepared a place for the future resistance outpost. Then I returned to building the terrain using here again various pieces like plates, wedge plates, tiles and slopes to achieve an interesting effect. It was a time to work on the remainings of the main gate located on the side of the village. I put a lot of effort into the design of it, using various elements, shapes and techniques, and honestly it was a lot of fun to work on this part. After that I was creating small resistance outposts utilizing the exact same techniques as for the gate to maintain consistency of the design throughout the entire diorama. Next I work on the tall wall, which will also be the site of the next building in the village. When I finished I decided to rework some of its parts to include fire and burned stone, which will fantastically work together with First Order Flame Trooper. I made simple entrance to the second building and I created texture wall over it. I also finished off the roof. It was a time for various little details, so I made simple marketplace, some boxes, statue, tree, accessories, miscellaneous stuff, and I finally placed all the minifigures. I am really proud and happy with the final result. This diorama was a lot of fun to create, especially thanks to variety of implemented techniques and ideas, and just by the fact of fulfilling my idea for such creation, where First Order during their conquest of the galaxy is met with the opposition from the resistance. Special thanks to these people who helped me found and part this video. If you enjoyed this creation, check out my other LEGO creation visible on the screen.